What's up, everybody, to an all-out day of Hentai the Listen. You know what I said. Today's the day.
What does that mean?
AEW's all tonight.
Oh yeah. Fuck, I forgot.
So it sucks. It's $50, but I'm still gonna watch. I'm not gonna pay $50. I'm gonna go all the way to Edina to watch it at AMC. It's gonna be $25. I wish it was at Arbor Lakes, but it's Edina. Yeah. But still, in my opinion, I honestly think Punk's gonna lose. Just
I really have as much as I campaigned both on the show and off the show to have Punk come back to go to AEW. I had an epiphany the other day of I genuinely don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with him. I don't know if they're gonna have him be super important to storylines or make new storylines around him and blah blah blah. So yeah, I'm very interested to see if he's going to be either winning or losing. So
yeah. I think he's going to lose and then win a title,
and then have like a title type deal go on.
Yeah, because
I could see it.
His first appearance on Rampage, it kind of set up what he's going to do. Because I'm going to be here for a couple Sundays. Couple Wednesdays, Fridays, and all
yeah.
But I'm back.
Yeah, but I'm back, baby.
Yeah. So
okay, so you're just gonna be wrestling. We don't need to know your fucking schedule.
Right.
Thanks,
right.
Punk.
But yeah, I think he's gonna lose to Darby.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a good match. Most
definitely. Yeah, and I shouldn't say that him losing is going to be bad. I think any time he's going to be in the ring, I think it's going to be a good match as long as they pair him up with someone decent, like bare minimum decent. So yeah, I don't think he's going to have a bad match outside of the occasional ones, but I think all like the major ones with him are going to be real good. So I'm very excited to see what happens.
So I think Darby's going to kick out at least one time from.
Oh God, yeah. Ooh, you're saying once? I'm gonna go twice.
From a GTS?
Yeah, I'm gonna go twice. I think they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna be bold enough to do two.
Huh. I'd say once.
You're going to once? All right.
Yeah.
All right, it's on record. I'm saying twice. It's on record.
Right. I think they're both gonna kick out of once.
Okay.
Darby's gonna kick out of one GTS, and Punk's gonna kick out of one out of the coffin drop. But it's going to take a second coffin drop
to secure it
down.
Okay,
I guess because I don't think Sting's not going to interfere.
I would be very surprised if they have a Sting interference type thing going.
No,
on.
I mean he said he's not going to interfere.
Yeah.
The only time he's going to come down the ring if 2.0 comes.
Okay.
But I don't think they already did that Friday, so.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do it again.
Yeah. So, I wish I saw AEW a year ago or at least 6 months ago. Why the fuck Kenny Omega has so many belts?
I don't know. I don't know why they're like, Kenny Omega, here you go. He's not even entertaining to watch. I'm sorry. Kenny Omega kind of fucking sucks, dude.
So, I think, yeah, Christian's definitely going to win that one.
Okay.
I'm kind of curious on how this tag team cage match is gonna go. This is the first time I've seen this.
I feel like a long time ago, WWE did something like it. It rings a bell. I don't know how similar it was, but I feel like it's been done before. How AEW is gonna handle it, I'm not entirely sure.
I mean, obviously, it's gonna be a tornado tag match.
Yeah, it's going to be like a tornado tag.
But how do both people got to exit the cage?
I don't know. Does one do it? I guess I feel like they change the fucking rules every time.
So, but what's the bad thing about it is I'm going to be in this theater for fucking hours. I'm like, yeah.
Maybe it's not worth it.
I mean, do I just go at do you just 9 o'clock?
I was gonna say, do you just find the times when the stuff that you care about is on, and then just go when that starts?
Because obviously Punk and Darby's main event, and that's gonna be damn near close to 10.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a hard call.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go. The problem is, like, when do I go? Because it starts at 7. However, is that
there's so much bullshit that happens?
Is that
at the
the
start,
pre?
Though.
Is that the?
Yeah, is that like when they start doing like the pre-show? Ugh.
So I think I'm gonna gamble and go at 9.
Just like go at 9 and just say fuck it,
and then wait until Wednesday to see.
Okay, what you missed type thing.
At least that later, the early show. Whatnot. Because it's like, damn, do I really want to spend? Like I said, I don't want to spend $50 just to see the main event.
Mm-hmm.
Even though people do that for boxing, but that's boxing. Because you only get like what, the main and then 2 undercards, maybe 1.
I think it depends. I think the norm is 2 under and then the main. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. But so I haven't done a pay-per-view boxing in God knows how long. So
I never have.
It's not even technically me that did. It was my dad.
So anyway, yeah, that's my standing on tonight at All Out. One Piece. Rumor has it
again
Oda
for the 13th time.
Oda's in his final stage
for the 4th time.
So I don't know what that means.
Yeah, what final stage to this man means probably another 5 more years of One Piece.
Yeah, because I don't know how, like, is he going far ahead writing the next arcs and then give it to his assistant, like, here's the next chapter, fill it, do all that other shit, fill it in and whatnot have you, or is he just going chapter by chapter and just... I don't know. Yeah, we're in our final stage.
Okay, keep in mind, in 2015, I want to say, because this is... Yeah, I was out of college. I was out of high school. Yeah, he was like, oh yeah, One Piece is like 1/3 of the way through currently, and I've written like 2/3 of it. And I'm like, we're at chapter like 500-600 at this point. What do you fucking mean 1/3 of the way through? Where do we go from here? How many more big bad guys that the Straw Hat Crew somehow hasn't heard of are we going to encounter?
What arc was that?
I don't fucking remember. That's how many fucking arcs there are. I don't fucking remember.
Yeah.
I also stopped caring about One Piece after Alabast, so
oof.
Yeah. So I've been out of the game for a long time.
Yeah. Jeez, you haven't even got up to the time scale.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't give a shit. God. I shouldn't say I didn't give a shit, but I was like, oh man, cool, they picked up Robin, and then I like continued like 20 more chapters, and I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it because right now they're still in Wano.
Yeah, that's just a word to me.
Because I'm up to date now. I went through like a
huge binge type
15 chapter binge.
Jesus.
And they're kind of almost like Luffy lost
again
the first round against Kaido,
mm-hmm.
and then he's gearing up again
to
fight him again. But still, I mean, I get you have to make an opponent for every member of the crew.
Do you have to?
For the most part, I know there's been a couple of, at least the big arcs, like the final showdowns.
Yeah, okay, final showdowns, I guess, but
like the in between arcs, they'll some odd reason they'll split up. I don't know why he does.
We're family and we got to stick together. Okay, you guys go fuck off over there for a bit. We're gonna fuck off over here for a bit,
and then yeah.
Which is so funny because he wrote into the story that Zoro is just bad with directions. So, like, anytime you want to just break him off from the party, you can. He just has to go, I got lost. And you're like, that makes sense. It's him.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's brilliant or lazy. I'm leaning towards brilliantly lazy.
But, yeah. Also in One Piece news, the now new character, Yamamoto.
Yeah, Yamamoto or however the fuck you say it.
So when I'm gonna say she because that's how she is. Mm-hmm. She is an actual she.
Right.
Oda clarified that.
Okay, so Oda was like, it's a female.
Yeah,
Okay.
but when she first burst on the scene, it's like, you know, she was kind of dubbed son, quote unquote.
Interesting. Wonder why.
I don't know. I don't know if it was translation, because then again, you know, Japanese has, you know, certain phrases where it's non-gender.
Yeah, I don't even try and understand all that shit.
And then, you know, everybody, you know, social media broke out. I'm like, oh man,
yeah,
first
they're like,
trans,
yeah, first
whatever,
trans this,
blah,
and
blah,
blah, blah, blah.
And then later on, it's like, lately, it's like, no.
Yeah, he's like, no,
this
like,
is a
I
female.
understand, like, your hype behind it, but, like, it's a female character type blah, 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 so.
And then now everybody's in a rave, you know, got their panties in a bunch, saying, what, you can't do this. Like, yeah, he can.
He can, because it's his
the
character. I mean, like, it's his story. Like, sorry that someone somewhere mistranslated something or whatever the fuck it was, but, like,
yeah,
sorry. Like, that's just how it is.
And, like, this was the same kind of out what we did last episode of Menta. And,
God.
And I'm like, obviously you guys never seen Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Where, you know, even on screen they say, no, that translation can mean either man
or yeah.
Prince. What was it? The Prince, not forgotten, but once found anyway.
Yeah,
but,
Prince, yeah, whatever the fuck that was.
But it could be man or female.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, people, like I said, panties in a bunch that, like,
people just got to get mad over stuff.
Shit. Speaking of mad over shit.
Oh, God. So anyone that listened to our last episode, at the end, we're like, oh, we don't know if we're going to touch on this or not. And we took a stance of, well, let's see what happens. And thank God we did, because our exact predictions came true of OnlyFans is still going to be OnlyFans, everybody.
Yeah. So let me go through a little sort of history lessons of OnlyFans.
I'm going to steal a cookie while I'm on air. He can't stop me.
Rocks get him. No, okay. But anyway, so OnlyFans was founded in 2016.
Holy shit, it's only been around that long?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it feels like fucking forever.
You may think that. You may really think it's been around
longer,
forever. But yeah, it's been 2016, which was founded by, doesn't matter country of origin. I looked it up anyway.
Hey, I can't remember where the fuck it came from.
But it was in America. It was in America. I can tell you that.
It was not. Fun fact, because thinking of OnlyFans founders, or founding, what year that was, 2016, my mind perked, because I'm a degenerate of the highest caliber. I'm like, when was Pornhub founded? That baby's been around since 2007.
Huh.
So what did we use before Pornhub? I don't know. I was not that much of a degenerate in my youth, so.
I'm trying to think.
Playboy, I guess, right? Yeah, Playboy had a website. Like,
they
huge
did,
website.
but you kind of had to buy it digitally, like subscription.
Oh, neither here nor there. I'll look into the history of porn later.
But anyway, so yeah, it was founded in 2016. 2 years later, Leonard, owner of My Free Cams, acquired. That was the word.
Yeah, acquired.
Acquired 75% of, I guess, of the company. Mm-hmm. Thus, brought about the age of not safe for work content.
Yeah, so for anyone who doesn't know, OnlyFans was literally just like a Patreon clone for the longest time.
Yeah.
A lot of models used it just for like side income, basically, of like, hey, like, look at these exclusive photo shoots that like we took, but we're not going to put in like magazines or in publications. Here you go. So if you want access to it, do that. Like stuff very similar to that. And then the MyCams thing happened, and then people were like, "Oh, the policy changed. We can start showing other
risque stuff and everything like that." So thus brought about the, like I said, the not
safe for work OnlyFans content era.
Right. And I'm looking at the trends, and it's pretty low around. It didn't start taking off until about August 25th, 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see a big spike around April 26, 2020, which incidentally was...
Which, if you know what happened in 2020...
Right. So, you know that. And I can't remember when it happened, but you all know about what happened around Bella Thorne.
Yeah, Bella Thorne.
Yeah.
And also not just her, but quite a few female Twitch streamers who we all know who we're talking about when or specifically who we're talking about that, the ladies that like to show cleavage and shit. They're like, why be on Twitch pretending like I give a shit about video games when I can just like do half-assed photos on OnlyFans and people will still send me the same amount of money for like half the work.
No.
And then a lot of them move there, and like it was just a huge influx of people being like, ah, shit, we can go to OnlyFans. So
yeah, and now here we are today, or I should say 3 weeks.
Yeah, like
2
3
months ago.
Yeah,
and then you get word saying OnlyFans is now going to get rid of their sexual content.
Yeah, so there was rumors at first, like starting at the beginning of this year, actually. They're like, oh man, OnlyFans is going to get rid of like the actual like pornography. You're only going to be able to do like, you know, softcore photo shoots and stuff like that, softcore videos. And then those rumors came quote unquote true with that latest announcement. They're like, we're getting rid of all of our hardcore risque pornographic material. And then they saw what happened to Tumblr when Tumblr got rid of all their hardcore pornography.
Yeah.
And most people probably know what happened to Tumblr. The website went to shit. Not that it was a super fantastic website in the beginning, but high traffic, made lots of money, you know, a lot of sharing of stuff, not just porn. But unfortunately, as much as people don't like to admit it, porn drives traffic, traffic drives interest, interest drives communities, all that good shit. Mm-hmm. So a lot of, you know, content comes from porn, whether you want to admit it or not.
So, but the only reason why they didn't want to go this route was because a lot of the banks backed out of OnlyFans.
Yep. So, in this case, it's a little bit unique where it wasn't the content creators doing it because, like I said, a lot of them are just like, okay, so now I don't have to make this kind of content. Now I can just shift to this. Like, yeah, I'll lose income, but you know, less work for me. So some of them really didn't care. Some of them were up in arms. Blah blah blah. And then the sponsors and the banks and investors caught wind about this, and they threatened to pull out. In fact, some of them did, like Jared just mentioned. And that hurts more than your content creators not being there for the most part. And obviously, it's a vicious cycle of investments and content creators bringing traffic and traffic making about blah 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 blah. It was basically a wheel where one entire third of the wheel was about to just be like bye.
right.
So you're gonna have an oval, and ovals don't exactly roll very well and are not exactly efficient when it comes to efficiency. No. So.
And then they backed out of it like a bunch of pussies they are. Because originally this wasn't the route they were going to go through. Mm-hmm. And so that was actually the statement. And then they, like Matt said, there was like a lot of backlash from majority of being in porn creators. Mm-hmm. Let's call it what it is. Saying, well, you can't do this. You're gonna go the way of Tumblr, blah blah blah. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, well, first of all, this, like I said, the president or CEO, whoever said, well, this wasn't the route we initially gone through.
Yeah, they're like, this wasn't really what we had envisioned for the platform, and a bunch of corporate shit. And I'm like, you own a fucking website called mycams.com. Like, go fuck yourself. You knew exactly what was going to happen as soon as you updated your policies to, like, match both websites and shit. Like,
and he quoted, secured assurances necessary. Meaning, somehow he got the necessary funds to uphold all the banks that, dipped out on everything. I.e., some investors said, you know what, I'm just going to drop, a couple mil.
Yeah, a handful of investors are like, this is making us more than we have put into it. Let's reinvest to keep the banks interested and, basically save it. And then they'll probably try again in another couple of years. I mean, it's going to happen. Stuff like this doesn't stop once it starts rolling.
No. So that's basically the history of kind of OnlyFans up to this point. Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to get in my, I guess, my vision, not vision.
My vision for OnlyFans.
No, opinion. Sorry, opinion. But then again, my opinions are my vision. No.
My opinions are my vision. My visions are my opinion.
So, I think honestly, he's a pussy for one. Not like stand by his guns, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
He should have said, no, like if you make a company for a reason, you just stick by that reason. Don't just, oh man, I got all this money now, I want to throw it away, and like, you know what, I like having this money, let's just keep it. I'm like, dude.
Yeah, I understand both sides of the argument. I really do. Like, I understand like a lot of the original OnlyFans creators who are like, wow, my website has just been invaded by e-thoughts and feet models and shit, and like that's annoying. That's not what I wanted to be on this platform for. And then I also get the other side of, hey, it's easy money and people are willing to pay, and all that shit. So I really don't have a leg in this race. I understand people wanting both ways. OnlyFans means nothing to me. I don't know anyone on it. I don't subscribe to anyone or anything like that. So
no,
I honestly couldn't give a shit if OnlyFans banned porn or if they kept going and became exclusively that, or whatever they end up doing in the future. So
no, I think my problem is more of because you see the ongoing onslaught of, is sex work a real job?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the sex workers, quote unquote. I don't call them that because honestly, I think sex workers is you're either on the street or in a brothel. That's fucking sex work, or in front of a camera, actual making porn, not this amateur bullshit we see today.
Yeah, then you're a sex worker.
But you see this ongoing.
It's hard for me to call people fucking their husbands on camera and putting it on a website sex work. It's hard for me to do that.
Yeah,
like you added one more step, and that's to hit record before you go at it.
Yeah,
like I'm
and you see the argument, oh, it's will work because we're recording, we're editing, and all.
What are you editing? I've watched your videos. I'm sorry, you're talking to a guy that literally watches hentai for like a hobby. Yeah. I'm sorry, your editing's not good. Like, oh, we got to think of the camera angles and like remember to look. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, people are like, oh, cool, naked people going at it. Beat, awesome, we're done.
Yeah.
Do you think they're gonna sit through your entire half-hour fucking video, like looking and being like, oh yes, that camera angle is just fantastic. Oh, look, I like the way they did the sound design in this scene. Oh, you could really hear the dick sucking. And man, that ring light they got from fucking Elgato for like $20, it really helped light the scene and set the mood. I don't think anyone's giving a fuck about that. I'm sorry. If you make amateur porn, and as long as there's titties in there, there's some ass, and you're getting railed with some moaning, 99% of fucking people watching do not give a shit.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you people. Right. But that's how it is.
And you gotta wonder, it's like, obviously, how long are you gonna do this? Because, female looks, it goes a long way. You're not a guy.
Yeah, and then you get into
guys can look the same for 30 fucking years.
And then you get into the argument of like, the surgeries and all that good, which I feel like is an entire different conversation. But how sustainable is it when you're just doing it by yourself with your hubby? I don't know.
Or because here's a couple examples. But Shoujo Mom, like there's part of me, I'm like, I really want to see what the fuck she's doing, because you know who she is.
Name rings I feel like I've seen it on like Twitter or something.
She's like super thick, pretty fucking stacked.
By Shoujo Mom?
Yeah, and because I'm pretty sure she has plastic surgery. You could kind of tell. There's no way someone like that is natural. There's no fucking way. But she.
Those are implants.
Yeah.
This is all work.
Yeah.
She is not. She's 80% plastic at this point.
But I mean, part of me, I'm like, dude, I kind of want to subscribe just what the fuck she puts out. But my principal is like, no, I don't want to do it. But she charges $15.99 a month.
Yeah, these are all implants. Jesus Christ.
Another person, Kane Saw, charges $12.99 a month. Kitty Cum charges $18 a month. But she got a lot of these girls have monthly deals that you don't 3, 6 year, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
And people buying this at that price. I mean, that's damn near Netflix and everything like that. And
what are you barking at? There's nothing. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. You want to tell us what's going on? Or are you just going to keep howling and barking at nothing? Is there a ghost in the house? Is that what's going on?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably.
That's cool.
Where was I? Oh, yeah. Subscriptions and shit. I'm very surprised that there's a lot of people shelling out this kind of money.
I don't get it.
On a monthly basis or a yearly basis.
I don't get it.
Again, I mean, I don't know some of these people put out. I mean, I kind of guess. But you never know.
Yeah, I see some of their content leaked and shit. And I'm like, people are paying for this? Like, really?
Like, is it sex?
How is this? Like, it's just like a lot of like photos or like solo stuff, some sex, some like collabs with like other content creators on the platform, and I'm like, okay, but is this like worth what you're paying? I don't think so. I feel like just waiting on these websites where I'm finding all these leaks is just as good, if not better.
Right.
So I don't know. Different strokes for different folks. I don't get the whole appeal of paying to see naked ladies on OnlyFans when there's multiple hundreds upon thousands of websites that rip from other sites that have all these full-length porn videos for free.
Yeah.
Both from the porn industry and from OnlyFans and from Patreon and shit. Am I a bad person for doing it? Probably. Do I give a shit? Not really.
No, because
I'm not paying $18 to see your titties. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah, don't flatter yourself, sweetie.
And there's a couple of out there that bought houses. It's like
there's some people that have like made like millions and are like, yeah, it's insane.
I'm like, how'd you get a loan?
No, they paid cash.
What?
Paid cash.
Oh yeah,
because they just get the account or they just get the money right from the OnlyFans and then they just literally go cash it from their bank.
Yeah. Because at first I'm like, well, it must be through Rocket Mortgage because
like
I don't know if they ask for how much.
Oh god, yeah, they like ask for proof of income and stuff.
Oh, they do? Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Well, like, I'm not gonna get into like this whole thing, but like they do like what a lot of YouTubers do is they'll just set up like an LLC or something, and then the money will go to the company, and the way that they make money is they just give themselves a salary from the company, and that'll be like their income.
Oh.
So. Instead of getting it paid directly to you or something like that. That way, taxes are handled differently depending where you live, blah, 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 blah. So.
Really?
Really. Indubitably.
Oh. About to become a corner boy now. Of the 21st century.
I'm going to corner that market.
Anyway, so yeah,
That's our OnlyFans rant and how the internet's a very strange place.
It really is.
Very, very strange.
Also very strange. Did you know this latest CDC inquiry? Well, not inquiry. It wasn't CDC. It was from actually.
Yeah, it's from Michigan.
Michigan State, saying that every hot dog you ingest, you lose 36 minutes
off your total lifespan. Damn.
Boy, how the fuck did they figure? I mean, I know
I've always wondered that. Like, how do you get down to like the specifics of like 36 minutes and shit? And I'm sure if we read the paper, it would explain and blah blah blah. But like,
it doesn't. It doesn't. It just says it's very kind of unhealthy.
Yeah, they're just like giving like an estimated number based on all the shit that like is in it and. The average consumption of the hot dog and what people put on it and what people eat with it and shit like that. So it's this whole, thing and shit.
So it was very funny that the national hot dog eating champion.
He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, first they did the math. He ingested about 1,000. Hot dogs within the contest. This is during the contest, at least.
Yeah, like
for
I think
16 years.
I was gonna say this is like his This isn't even his training hot dogs that he does on this, not the side, but like when he's prepping for shit. So like imagine that multiplied probably by like 2 or 3.
Right. So in the article they said he ate like over 1,000. This is for 16 years.
Yeah, for 16 years.
He lost, what was it, an hour or something like that?
Yeah, over the course of he's lost, like, I think they said, like, 2 days or something like that.
Hold on.
Just from the amount of shit that he's ate.
Let me pull this up. Yeah, okay, here it is. So, Joey Chestnut, that's his name.
Yep, Joey Chestnut.
He owns the world record for eating 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes. And by the study's calculation, he would have lost 1 year and 15 minutes of his life for consuming his estimated 19,000. Wow, I was way off. His estimated 19,200 hot dogs over 16 years.
Again, that's just his recorded hot dogs. That's not including his practice hot dogs.
Right. Let's see. If this damn thing would just go. I fucking hate USA Today or all news
sites suck. I hate them all.
Yeah, they got so much shit.
So much ads, so much bullshit. It's like you need ad blocker to fucking go on it. Even with ad blocker, the site breaks because 90% of it is ad space.
Damn, I can't find it. But anyway, yeah. So for all this other foods he preps for these hot dogs eating contests, like he lost what did I say, an hour?
Yeah, we thought he was less than an hour, and in my brain I knew that wasn't right. Yeah, he's lost like a year.
A year. Like, oh man. You kind of wonder, like, well, I know I didn't consume that many hot dogs. I mean, I know I like my chili dogs and all that.
Like, yeah, I love like chili dogs. I like my cheese dogs and shit. But like, I don't think I've eaten enough to take a year off me, even over the course of my like 25 years of living.
Yeah.
So I think I'm still fine.
Yeah, but even if I'm not, like, 36 minutes.
36. Better be the best damn chili dog I've ever had.
I know. It's like I kind of want to put this to test. Like in 40 years from now, I'm running on my death. Like, give me a dog.
Give me a dog. They said I have an hour to live. Give me 2.
Put this to the test. You're wrong.
Ooh, do you have to digest it? I wonder.
Oh,
so if they say you have a day to live, you eat 2. So then technically you should have like 22 hours after that point. Yeah.
Let's assume it's once you
digest it. Okay.
Or at least swallow the last bite. I think that's when.
That's probably when it starts.
I don't know.
But
hopefully I'll remember this, which I won't.
Yeah, I'll forget. I'll forget this as soon as we move on to the next topic.
But yeah, I would like somebody on their deathbed to put this to it.
Yeah. Be like, oh, he only has an hour left to live.
And go.
Homer Simpson, that shit.
Oh yeah, there was that episode.
Yeah, he just ate it. Wait, am I thinking Futurama or am I thinking Simpsons?
No, that was Simpsons where he ate the goo goo.
Yeah. Okay, it was Simpsons. Yeah.
Speaking of also with meat, another meat.
This is a weird read.
A Texas man was caught smuggling about 350 pounds of meat across the border from Mexico. Well, obviously. Mexico,
because it's not going to be Canada.
Now this is very odd. That's why we're talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Why go the lengths? I mean, I know you're trying to resell it.
Yeah, like get it cheaper one place, resell it in another place, type situation.
But why?
Why meat?
Yeah, I mean, why this?
Why
particular brand?
Yeah, why this brand? It's not like there's a shortage of it in the United States, as far as I know. Maybe in Texas, because Texas is all kind of fucked up and weird. But
well, I mean, there's this whole ban of salmonella.
Yeah, salmonella.
Pork can't be entered the country.
Yeah, because they don't have the same regulations that we do.
No, but again.
Like why risk it?
I mean, I know you got like $1,000 civil fine and everything that.
Like he's not under arrest or anything. They're just like, well, can't do that. And then I think they confiscated his meat and they're like, $1,000, please. And he's like, he's like, curses, foiled again as he twirls his mustache and goes about his day. It's like, man, I was only going to make $200 profit off this. Who's the fucking guy from Wacky Racers? The guy that has the fucking hat. That's who this reminds me of. Probably driving the same fucking car, too.
Dog in his corner.
Yeah, oh, God. Smedley? Was that the fucking dog's name? Hold on. I gotta fucking look this shit up. Wacky Racers. This was in 1968. My God, I'm old. Muttley! That's it. Dick Dastardly and Muttley. You're driving the mean machine.
But, yeah. Like, why?
Why? I don't fucking know. Like, what? I get it. Grind culture and the hustle and all that dumb shit, but, like, this ain't how you do it. You don't go to Mexico and transport meat back to, like, sell for, like, a 10% profit. That's not fucking worth it.
I mean, there's got to be something from Mexico where you can easily, legally...
Yeah, it's called... Oh, legally. I was going to be like, yeah, it's called black tar heroin. But then you added that legally stipulation.
I mean, there's got to be something where, you know, in Mexico, like I say, you can bring back to the States and sell more.
Yeah, that's, like, fine. There's got to be, like, certain clothing brands that, like, hipsters love, right? Like only come from Mexico. They'll pay the pretty penny.
But in El Paso?
Yeah, fucking El Paso? I don't fucking know.
Who knows? I have no idea what you can buy in Mexico and bring back to El Paso.
Yeah, to fucking El Paso. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I mean, shit. Yeah, who knows? But this guy's
just
straight up idiot.
Just dumb. Like, I don't get it. Like, why? Like, whatever. Who gives a shit? Point is, he's not in that much trouble. They hit him with a fine. He like basically went about his day.
Like,
and now he got back in the mean machine with Muttley and he drove off.
Trying to figure out the next plan.
Yeah, trying to figure out how they can win the next race.
How many episodes were there of Wacky Races?
Not that many.
I felt like there was
someone actually did the math. Also, they assigned like a point system, like a circuit, to like all the Wacky Races, and the winner of it is not who you think it is. How many episodes? 17. Only 17 episodes.
Huh.
So yeah.
I thought there was a lot less.
Yeah, the ones that technically won the race according to like circuit points and like where they placed in like the episodes and shit is the Slag brothers, the Cavemen brothers. Technically won the most races, or they won enough points on the circuit to like be in first place.
I don't even remember what they look like.
Oh god, what the?
Because I know it's Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, have you ever seen like the ads for like We Buy Ugly Houses and shit like that? Ugg the Caveman. Okay, never mind. Yeah, but yeah, they literally just like hairy dudes, hairy cavemen. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they drive like almost like a Flintstones type vehicle. It's really funny. I love that show. It's so good. I'm gonna watch some of it when I get home.
All right. But yeah, so moving on to our simp of the week. Today's simp goes to Cloud at BTS Cloud 2003. Clearly we know what this person's born in. Now, earlier me and Matt was debating on who this simp is. My opinion, I think this is our first Asian woman.
Yeah, so we're under the impression it's either a lonely dude who just likes cosplaying Asian ladies, because that's 90% of his feed, or it's also a cosplaying Asian lady who's just simping for like a little cosplay group community to like boost numbers and stuff.
Now, for me, because I'm going off of the following. This person, like Matt said, is following a lot of cosplaying Asians. This person's also following Roman Reigns, the Usos, a lot of, I guess, army handlers. Anyway, army Twitter pages. Belle Delphine, her clone Rusty Fox. That's with W. Who else? The Usos, the Kevin Hart. Asuka, Io Shirai, Finn Balor, R-Truth, and Kairi Sane. Now, based on all those followers, I think this is a female. So yeah, that's just me. But let's get to why this person's simp. Well, if you go on the tweets and replies, I think she gives a massive paragraph. I mean, I'm exaggerating on massive.
And that's also why we think it might be a lady, because like no dude's gonna put in this much fucking effort unless they're really sad. No,
I've seen some paragraphs,
and there's almost always a GIF with it too.
Yeah,
either related or unrelated. I'm not quite sure sometimes, but
also reason why I say this is also a female. Like I said, the handle is Cloud.
And Final Fantasy VII Remake Pre-Boy Cloud, to be specifically.
And like, I don't think any dude will have that.
I wouldn't. That's not what I would have. Most of them just have themselves.
That
or some other anime protagonist profile.
Right.
Mostly Kirito from Sword Art, but I'm not judging. I
am. So the first one is, why are your eyes moving so fast? Are you looking at the sun? Well, first of all, I don't think their eyes are moving that fast if you're looking at the fucking sun. And she replies, or Cloud replies, the sun doesn't shine as bright as you do, sweetie. That is a sexy bikini. You're wearing gorgeous. Your body. Your body. All right, first of all, I got to pause. This isn't me stumbling.
No,
this is actual...
Trying to figure out what the actual fuck this is about.
So I'll start again. The sun doesn't shine as bright as you do, sweetie. That is a sexy bikini you're wearing. I think...
Hold on.
I think that's what's some pause right there.
All right, hold on. I'm going to read this as written, and I'm going to see if anyone can figure out what the issue is. The sun doesn't shine as bright as you do, sweetie. That is a sexy bikini you're wearing. Gorgeous, your body has always been so perfect for anything. I love the figure your bikini gives you. There is no punctuation.
There isn't.
If you're gonna simp, do it properly.
Let's see. Next one is Senpai. What's this? You imagine me being a cat girl. What a perv. Kimo.
Oh. I'm not gonna waste my fucking time reading that shit.
And then Cloud replies, well, you're looking like a cat girl, and you're looking so adorable and gorgeous, sweetie.
I think that tweet right there solidifies that this is also a female cosplayer.
Yeah. This Cloud is very simp-worthy towards Potato Godzilla.
Yeah, also we have to stress, simps can be women as well, even if it's just friendly simping and like trying to boost numbers and shit.
Yeah.
Huge lady boner, though, for Potato Godzilla, which I think we've run into before with another sip, like one of the first ones. I think they're also super into Potato Godzilla, if I remember correctly.
This potato always looks good with black lingerie. Cloud replies, black lingerie always suited you better. Anything makes you look like the sexy potato you are, sweetheart. You get a perfect, gorgeous body. What the you got a perfect... Oh, I missed that. I misread that. You got a perfect, gorgeous body.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can you guess your purpose of meeting the Shogun? Bring me dessert. You make Ball so cute and gorgeous. The way you cosplay her, sweetie. You can have all the desserts you wish, baby. All the sweets are for you.
I hate it. This is worse than men. At least they're just like, yo, my pee-pee big. You want some?
Yeah.
This is just like, this is the fucking worst. I hate it. I hate it so much. This is the worst.
Now, timeout. Little Saved by the Bell timeout right here.
Saved by the Bell timeout.
I can't think of the dude's name. So, but anyway, two things that's been going on lately this past month. At least month for... What's up with the Jacko challenge, man?
Oh, Jacko released in Guilty Gear, and the internet got horny because she's flexible.
Because people are holding down the down button?
Yeah, because people are crouching, or like her pose like before she starts the fight, or just in the trailer. I don't remember. I haven't bought the DLC for Jacko yet, so.
But anyway, I'm like, artists are going...
Every
having
fucking
a fucking
location.
field
Every
day.
community has done the Jacko challenge. I'm sick of it. It's over. My Twitter feed is still fucking infested by it. It was hot for like a week. Cool. I got to see all your OCs and shit in like the Jacko challenge. Awesome. Fuck off.
Yeah. I mean, luckily my feed's not like that. It is on. It kind of is on the community, like, you know, pictures. Wait a minute. Another feed. It's on my other feed. But now my Twitter feed. It's not on that. Thank God.
I follow a lot of artists, so that's why.
Oh, okay.
They gotta follow them trends to keep that algorithm happy,
I guess. And another thing is the Genshin impact. Holy shit.
Anytime a character drops in Genshin, people lose their mind. I'm like, stop.
I guess it's like every week.
Yeah, like every other week or something. Like they do new characters.
Because a lot of cosplayers are like doing this Genshin shit. I'm like, I didn't realize it.
Genshin got super popular, and everyone's like, "Oh, the character designs are super cute and easy to cosplay." So then that's why that took over.
Sure. But anyway, unpause. Let's see. Potato Godzilla tweeted, "Thanks for suggesting me to take a trending photo. Jackal, go figure. But my spine will break in 3 if I try to force myself into that pose. Ha ha. Always wondered how the hell does it look. Simple, but it's harder than you think. Even my spine will break if I ever did." Yeah, see, this right solidifies that she's a female.
Yep.
Right there. Because at first when I saw the Jacko challenge, I'm like, there's no way that's a starting pose. And first of all, how did anybody fight like that? That's impossible.
She doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't. It's literally just a thing that she does in like her intro.
But yeah, I think this is our first female simp of the week ever.
Yeah, different kind of simp. This is an overly friendly, let me into your cosplay community type simp, I'm guessing.
Yeah, who really likes to drop paragraphs.
Who really, and gifts, just so many. Just all of them.
Right, because why not?
Yeah, why not? Sure, let's do it. We got nothing better to do. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. It's a fucking show.
Oh, anyway. The latest chapter of My Hero was trending for some odd reason. I had to look on what it was. Wasn't important. It wasn't important. So, yeah, this goes out to Cloud, BTS, bullshit army, and what have you. Speaking of which, it's a little side note. A BTS sign was taken down in Pakistan because it promoted you saw homosexuality. I'm like, that sucks.
So funny.
Like,
so fucking funny.
This one army lady, Pakistani, spent 1,000 ruples.
Yeah, ruple, whatever the fuck they use.
For one of the bandmates' birthday. Because, you know, they have to do something special.
Every time. Because you have to fucking do it.
Was posted up on a billboard, and later one of the, I guess, what are they called? Councilmen?
Mm-hmm.
I guess one of the councilmen saw that. It was like, you know what? That promotes homosexuality. Take it down.
Take it down.
Take it down. I'm like, sure, because, you know, an overly dressed Asian guy who looks pretty flamboyant. I think they all look flamboyant. And
I think that's a requirement.
Korean.
Not judging. They're just saying they all look the fucking same to me.
Yeah.
I mean, as in Korean boy bands. If you put like BTS and like another famous one and another famous one, and you're like, these are 3 different photos, I'd be like,
corporate asked us.
Yeah, corporate asked us to find the difference in these photos. They're the same picture.
But don't. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in that room when a bunch of EXO and BTS army
stands and shit
like that. What do you mean they're the same? That's clearly blah blah blah. I'm like, you're missing a point.
Yeah,
missing a point here.
It's like you're not understanding. Okay, fine, go off. That's cool.
Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, this goes out to you, Cloud, for our simp of the week. All right, move along with our hentai reviews.
Willy wub wub wazzle.
All right, first up is Requiem. That's the actual title, but the English goes by Anal Sanctuary, which, oddly enough, there was no translation. It was just straight up, that's the English title.
Yep.
Anal Sanctuary.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with the title of Anal Sanctuary, you expect there to be some anal action.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause everyone, and I'm actually gonna ask you. So when you hear Anal Sanctuary, what do you think it's gonna be about? A, like a bunch of weird religious people getting, manhandled by Vikings or Raiders or some shit, and they learn the joys of anal. B, some weird high school fucking club that are like, yo, we're the anal research club or some shit like that. Or C, massive amounts of copious tentacles and a plot that makes no fucking sense and very little actual anal intercourse.
I'm gonna go with B.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Turns out it is in fact C. Nowhere was I expecting or damn near anywhere close to ready for the amount of tentacles that are in this, considering it's not even set in a fantasy world as far as I know. It's pretty grounded, and then all of a sudden this dude's like, yo, by the way, tentacles. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
In that case, do you think you can elaborate?
So here's the story / plot. I guess teacher. He's a violinist teacher.
Yep, he teaches violin.
Who, in the past, I'm assuming he was first chair, and he got his own solo concert, and he botched it because he dropped his his bow. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, bow.
His bow. He dropped his bow. Everybody was laughing, and we cut to him.
And he was humiliated, and
cut to him in the rain. And one of the, I guess, soon to be students gave him an umbrella and ran off. I'm like, oh, thanks for being sweet and everything like that. Cut to now, and one of the students like, oh man, I want to be so much better than what's her face. And everything. I'm like, how can I do this? Do you really want to be the best? Like, here's this cursed bow, which didn't give us any backstory on, by the way. She starts playing it. Next thing you know, tentacles come out the ground. It's like, you want to be the best, you gotta give yourself up. Meaning, you want to be the best, you have to have the joys of pleasure, what have you, and tentacles happen. Let your imagination wander on that one. As this tentacle action's going on, the tentacles ingest her with, I guess, some type of fluid up her ass, which incidentally makes her shit. By the way, there is plenty of scat in this series.
So that's immediately a not a recommendation for me.
Me too.
Yeah, again, we don't go this is just random shit, so we have to watch it. So it's not like ones we're actively seeking and picking. Otherwise, this would have been a hard no.
Right. Once she shat, the tentacles ate it for unknown reasons.
Because we needed to. That was super important, or needed, or had to be shown. You weird fucks.
Right. And then that's that. Next thing you know, she's...
Yeah, and then we move on to a new girl, if I remember correctly.
Great now. She's... Yeah.
Yeah, she gets over the tentacle rape real quick, and she's like, I'm just going to go back to playing violin.
Yeah. I know...
With the teacher there, by the way. He's still there, and she's just like, I don't care. Yeah, excuse me? You just got technically raped and shat on the floor, and this guy was the reason. And you're just...
But now she's better than her classmates.
Yeah, now she's a great violinist. Fantastic.
Yeah. And then we go on to the next episode where there was a teacher who saw the last episode, what went down. It's like, oh man, that's the demon violin. Here's the angel version of it.
It's so stupid. It's so fucking dumb. I hate this story.
Here's the angel violin that could put a stop to it. And we're going to put this to the side. And the writer's like, oh, cool. We're going to put this in our plot. Here's how you stop the demon violinist.
Oh, and also now...
Stop it down in the fucking garbage.
Yeah. Oh, and also now the girl from the first episode is now also, working with the teacher and, torturing people and, giving them enemas and shit. Which happens way too often in this fucking show.
Yeah. And then
I love the dialogue too. They're like, "That's not right." I'm like, "No, like what?" I feel like you would have a lot more to say than that, but alright, that's cool. I understand.
And then we get to kind of the finale, I should say. The finale
where there's more tentacles.
Yeah, and then there was
everywhere, just everywhere. It's
tentacles, a lot of Yuri. And then they'll keep going from one Yuri action to the next, and then they'll go restart it this time with tentacles, and then they'll restart it with everybody shattering themselves
because everyone's getting enemas.
Yeah.
And the entire time, the teacher's just, like, naked playing violin, and then he, like, gets in on the action, and then he laughs maniacally, and then it's over. Right. And then it's over.
And then it cuts to black.
And then it cuts to black, and you're like, what's been resolved? How do you explain this to the local authorities? This is what the fuck just happened.
It's
like what? Yeah, the plot is nonsensical. It's stupid. And there's just some gross fetish shit. Like, I'm like, whatever. People have their own... Like, this is just the gross shit. Like,
yeah.
I can't do it, dude. I
mean, I don't harp on people's fetishes, but... not golden showers. Brown showers? No.
No, I can't... Scat, can't do it. I don't. It's fucking gross.
I mean, we all seen... I'm pretty sure everybody's seen Out of Curiosity, 2 Girls.
Yeah, out of sheer morbid curiosity, you're just learning what the internet is. Someone's like, you should watch 2 Girls, 1 Cup. And they're like, oh, it's super sexy. And you're like, all right, I'm going to watch it. Then you watch it and you want to kill yourself.
Yeah. And out of more curiosity, if you're like me, you've seen the other links at the bottom. It was like 4 girls and something.
Yeah, 4 girls something, one guy in a jar.
Another picture.
And then, there's some weird shit
but anyway,
on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, if you're into brown showers, I think you should die.
I think
you should die.
Yeah.
Golden showers are one thing, you can do that.
Whatever, you can, like, sit in the tub and, like, not get it everywhere, and it's like you still get your rocks off. Okay, whatever. Still weird to me, but... Right. I'm sure there's some kind of weird humiliation, domination type bullshit to that. Whatever. Sure. But yeah, no, brown showers and like Cleveland steamers and all that shit. You got some issues. Yeah.
I mean, because if some girl asks me like, "Oh, you like waterworks?" I'm like,
nope.
Nope, not really.
Nope.
I mean, if you do that by accident and you didn't know about it, I'll let that go.
Yeah, that's like entirely different. It's like, oh shit, my bad. It's like, all right, cool, whatever, not a big deal. Like, we'll just get stuff cleaned up. Not a big deal. Didn't ruin the moment. It was all good.
But if you do it
intentionally and not tell me,
yeah, we're gonna have problems.
Yeah, we're done here. We're out here.
You need to go.
Yeah, you need to get out of my fucking house.
You need to go.
I'll send you the bill for cleaning.
But yeah, the whole Requiem. There was no story. There was no story.
No, there was a story. It was just insanely fucking dumb, and it didn't matter. What does this guy failing to be first chair have to do with him finding a fucking demon violin and then summoning tentacles to get revenge on people? Nothing. Those things are not connected at all.
There wasn't even a revenge story.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a revenge thing. He was just like, hey, look what I can do. Which, it's so fucking dumb. I fucking hate it.
Look what I can do.
Yeah, look what I can do.
I miss Mad TV so much.
I do miss Mad TV.
Like the early years. But anyway, so yeah, Requiem, totally pass. If you're into scat, you should probably stop listening to this and you will be our enemy, or at least my enemy. Yeah, because the main guy barely got his rocks off.
Yeah, he doesn't do anything. He plays the violin.
I think he got.
He like kind of tortures the one lady, and then like the second episode, she does everything.
Yeah,
he's just there.
Because I think he got 2 blowjobs and
he gets his dick sucked twice,
and then one.
And then
missionary,
like and then like episode 2, the very end, he like just fucks some girl, and he's like, and then that's when he starts the maniacal laughter, like while holding the violin, and I'm just like,
I think that was like the best part of the whole
that was great. He's just like, ha ha ha, and I'm like, what is happening? Did I stroke out? Did he stroke out? Did the writer stroke out? Someone has stroken out.
I think, yeah, like I said, that's probably the best part is his maniacal laugh.
You know what's so funny? His voice actor is fucking garbage. So I highly recommend just finding the second episode of this and skipping to like the last like 45 seconds of it to a word, because like there's like 10 minutes of fucking credits in this show. Whoever worked on this, I'm gonna find all of you and I'm gonna get you therapy. But yeah, like find the last like actually like 35 seconds of this and listen to how garbage his laugh is.
But yeah, I again do not recommend.
No, not at all. Not anywhere, shape, or form do I recommend this.
All right, so next one is Itsuraku no Tane, which translate. I botched that first one up. Anyway, which translates into frantic tentacles. The animation. Now, when you hear the animation,
so again, let's start with this. I'm not even going to... You know what the fuck this is called when it's called Frantic Tentacles. You know what's going to be in it. Or do you? So do you think this is A, a tentacle monster, B, some guy with some weird tentacle powers and he's going to control and kidnap women, or C, a schoolgirl with a tentacle monster coming out of her vagina like the movie Teeth?
Well, when you put them like that, I was going to say A. Like...
yeah, you think it's just? I thought it was just gonna be some rampant tentacle monster, unexplained being from outer space, and he just wants to get with the ladies or mates with ladies or whatever. Who cares?
Now, oddly enough, there is a series that was like that. Well, it didn't come from space. Anyway, it came from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Literally took over the school.
Yeah.
This, however, not so much.
Yeah. No. Anyone who guessed C, you are correct. It is a schoolgirl who has a tentacle monster vagina.
Actually, no. There's two tentacle.
There are two. You're right. I was wrong. There are two of them. Why there are two? I don't know. We're never told anything.
No.
Just yeah. They like at the beginning. I think they literally both walk into. Or no. Hold on. Let me refresh my memory real quick.
Well, this is based off a game by Wendy Bell.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what kind of game this is. Just
no idea.
Anyway.
So yeah, the two tentacle ladies at the beginning are like, yo, let's like do each other because we're hot and shit. And then like two other ladies show up and get involved, I'm pretty sure. And if that's not what happened, then the editing in this is god awful because I don't know what the fuck's happening outside of that.
I don't either, because the first tentacle girl, just want to have, hot Yuri act.
Yeah, hot Yuri sex. And then the other lady is like...
takes over... like who incidentally was rubbing one out watching this.
Yep.
Finds, some other girl who just some random girl, throws her in the storage house.
Our favorite place, the school storage.
School storage. I'm like, I'm going to take you over now with my tentacle monster. We're going to take over the school, which... by school, just meaning the other 10.
Yeah, by school, couple. It means like the 8 or so students that go to this fucking school.
Yeah. And then the series, the episode, it's only one episode.
Yeah, it's only an episode. So
and it ends with, this weird womb-like flesh.
Yeah, it gets
tentacle.
Real fucking weird because they like end up in like tentacle purgatory. Where they're in like a fleshy ass room of tentacles banging, and there's like a lot of ladies there. So like did
they take over the school?
Yeah, is that like just the classroom that they took over, and like the CDC is gonna come in with fucking flamethrowers and like purge this shit, or is that like the entire school is now made of tentacles, like in The Beast with a Billion Backs in Futurama, and it's like squishy and disgusting, and like all the ladies and the dudes. Or no, I think they said no. They're not in an all-female school. They didn't even say where they were.
I think this is.
Was it an all-female school?
Yeah, this is all.
Yeah, or so now they. Like what happens when your daughter doesn't come home? Like what do you do? Like do you go to the school and like see the fucking tentacle
or is
school?
This some weird illusion?
Yeah, or is this just some like delusional dream of like the ladies at the beginning and there's no real tentacles and they're just like talking about weird fetish fantasies. To like get each other's rocks off while they fuck in the nurse's office.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not really made clear because the ending has like a weird haze filter. So I don't know if that's supposed to like represent like the pleasure everyone's feeling or like the doom that they all feel, or if it's just like some weird fucking dream thing going on. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's less gross than the other one. It's less gross than the fucking Anal Sanctuary. Not bad for like a tentacle hentai because at least it's not just like a weird tentacle monster. There's like a host to it, I guess is the way you can explain it. Kind of.
Is she a host?
Is she a host? We don't know. It's never explained what they are. I hope the game explains it better, because if it's just like a girl with a tentacle monster in her, then
like Drawn Together.
Yeah, then I guess that would make sense. Or if this is like a tentacle monster that split in two and like.
I don't know because it didn't feel off like, oh, you have a part of me in you. I think there's two like different monster host and one like one just want to have Yuri sex with girlfriend,
and the other is like I want to spread everywhere. Okay, that would make sense then, because
that's what I got from
like one's like a submissive monster and then one's like an actual like I'm taking over and I want as much pleasure and to spread myself as much as possible type thing. Yeah. Okay. Then this story makes a little more sense if we think about it that way.
Because it didn't seem like, oh, I like this body, and like, no, I'm pretty sure this person has full knowledge
of what's going on.
I know I have control of tentacles coming out of my badge.
Okay.
And whatnot, and I know I can, implant a part of
me into others,
and you'll be still sentient.
Okay. Ooh, does that make it worse or better? I don't know. Probably worse.
I mean, again, this is what I got from the dialogue.
Okay.
This is what I got from the dialogue. I don't know how much of it is true.
Yeah, I really don't want to play the game. I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
No, because I tried doing that.
I'm going to steal another cookie. I deserve one. Going through fucking Anal Sanctuary and not puking.
But yeah,
that show sucks. Why the fuck would it be on this website? Why would it be made?
Why not? I don't know. I think everybody's, there are script readers out there, so I wouldn't be surprised. Like a bunch of these hentai studios have a bunch of manga hentai readers, like going through. It's like, or playing games. It's like, hey boss, I got one.
Yeah.
We
haven't done this yet.
Yeah,
type thing.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Huh. Interesting. But yeah, the tentacle, the animation bullshit. I guess if it's there, you can watch it. I feel like there's better tentacle hentai out there. Not that I think it's necessarily ever that great.
No, there is. The Blue Girl.
Oh, yeah. That's fair. The Blue Girl is pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, like the first series, not like once, like I think maybe the second or third series, it kind of branched over to more monster-ish type.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the first series of Blue Girl is pretty decent for a tentacle. But anyway, as far as story goes, I kind of wish there was a second episode to maybe expand.
To like explain what the fuck that room at the end was, because it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Or at least lead into it.
Yeah, like a prequel episode or something. Like, yep, that's me. I bet you're wondering how I got into this situation.
Where's that from?
I don't know where the original is from.
Because every time when I type it, I try to find the original. It's just the audio of it. It's like, that doesn't help me.
I have no idea where it's like originally from.
And then there was another one where it had, the Tobey Maguire. Not the first Spider-Man. What's his name?
Yeah, Tobey Maguire.
Okay. For some odd reason, I thought that was the wrong name. But, like, it had him. I'm like, I don't remember him saying that. I'm like,
I don't remember him saying that either.
So it wasn't him. But anyway. Yeah, I kind of wish there was a second episode to this. It'll explain much about it, but it doesn't. So that being said, if you want to see some Yuri action, sure, because it makes a lot more sense than seeing Yuri with toys.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is better.
Also, Also, it bothers me whenever there's Yuri that goes in like a high school or like in the nurse's office. Where do they get the toys? Is it the nurses? Do they have them in their purse? Do they just hide it? I don't know. It always bothers me.
So, yeah. Anyway, moving along. Menage twins.
Menage twins? I don't know.
So, in this one, this is another doozy. Another doozy.
Oh, okay. Let me read the plot for y'all.
There's no tentacles in this one, by the way.
There's no tentacles. We finally got one.
No tentacles in this one.
So, one day, Minoru received an email sending to the wrong address. It was the first accident. It was sent by a woman named Akane. Somehow, he felt as if he knew her, but he couldn't understand why he felt so. The next accident happened. When he and Tomoe, we have no idea who that fucking is according to the description, by the way, went home after shopping, they happened to see Akane. Looking at Akane, Tomoe put on a grave face. Putting him between them, they looked at each other. Their encounter is just an accident or intentional. Being disclosed their relations, Minori lost his calmness and couldn't help devouring their sexy bodies. That was just a bunch of fucking mumbo-jumbo that someone just fucking threw together.
It really is.
There's no coherency to these fucking plot synopsises.
So, let's start from the beginning.
With the gang rape in a bathroom.
What?
Yeah, that's what happens in the beginning of this series.
Well, I was thinking more the.
I know, but would you?
Oh yeah. So,
and apparently this does lead into the rest of the series.
First of all, the guy's sitting at his computer. Email pops up. It's like, do you want to meet? Yes or no? He hits meet. Next thing you know, the doorbell rings. First of all,
instantly, the doorbell rings.
So you're telling me this woman's sitting outside his apartment?
Yes.
Sent this email.
Yes.
In the hopes of he says accept.
Yes.
And incidentally, he
does
hits it, and then doorbell rings. I'm like, first of all, that's some freaky shit. I'm like, if that happens, I'm like,
yeah, it's like, oh god, that happened one time. I had something delivered from Uber Eats.
Mm-hmm.
Like I hit send, and within 3 seconds, my doorbell rang. I was like, who's there?
Like,
or if you've seen the fucking Vine with Jerry Perp Drink.
Oh yeah,
yeah, he's like fucking gears up, puts the gloves on, gun. Who's there?
old dude invites her in. They go right at it.
Yep.
And then for some odd reason, on the Terrence, while he's, I think that's the second episode.
It might be the second.
No, well, because there was weird inconsistencies in the animation, where he's doing anal, but it looks like he's not doing anal at the same.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that's so they're doing on the Verde.
What? Yeah, Verende? Is that a fucking? I'm not a fucking architect.
Terrence.
Yeah, Terrence.
Out on a Terrence. Banging me in the ass, make me forget I was raped by someone. I'm like, all right, first of all,
and this guy is just like, oh, you're raped by many men, and he just keeps going, and I'm like, okay, what? You, that's the turn on?
Yeah, it's like,
okay, whatever.
That to me, that would be a kill.
Yeah,
kill switch. That's a kill switch
if a lady's
right
like, yo, make me forget my rape, I'd be like, I'm gonna go.
What?
I'm going to put my pants on. I'm going to go. You can keep the shirt. I'm just going to leave.
So, and then, after that deed, the next door neighbor, heard this. Mind you, her husband's gone, and she's constantly masturbating. Walls are paper thin, of course.
Of course, because apartments can't be built with any semblance of realism in hentai.
Considering this apartment looks pretty well built.
Pretty, high class. This is, a nice place. Good view. Near a major road. Everything. It's great. So,
neighbor invites them over, and it's like, oh, I have a baby in me. Put your ear to it, and all right. First off, you don't even you're barely in your.
I was gonna say you're
barely.
I was gonna say you're not even showing. Stop.
And so put the ear to her. He's rubbing hands on the back and low angle. It's like she's not wearing any panties.
Because of course,
if
you're gonna seduce your neighbor, why even wear them?
Right. And so they do it. Now, they could have took the neighbor out of this whole plot,
and nothing would change.
Nothing would change.
It's literally just another female like type to bang, and she like doesn't even. I mean, she shows up in like the second episode, but nothing like happens to her outside of they fuck.
Yeah, I think this was during the era where you needed three.
Yeah, where you needed
three scenes,
3 ladies,
3 scenes per episode. So I think that's the only reason why she was in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, old boy gets he gets a message. No. The girl he's banging on, the Terrence says, "Hey, I'm actually your aunt," or no, I'm your mom.
Yeah.
And whatnot and everything like that. He gets one of those cha-chung moments.
Yeah, he's like that makes it better.
Or wait, no, shit. I'm your aunt or some shit like that.
They're related. They're related, basically.
At this point, yes, they were related. He gets a cha-chung moment. He runs back home. It's like, he runs back home. She told you she's your mom and I'm your aunt actually. And he gets another weird zoom in cha-chung moment.
Yeah, he's like,
He gets super mad, rapes his mom,
relative,
and then we go back. Second episodes happen, and see he continues to rape his mom, and then he chains her out on a deck. Goes next door, bangs the neighbor because we need a third lady. We need another scene.
This man's insatiable, by the way.
And comes back around, bangs his mom again, and later on we realize, you're not really my aunt, mother, or aunt.
Yeah.
And the lady, my older sister, turns out to be a surrogate mom. You just happen to be. So there's so
much convoluted shit to like literally express the point of like we had to come up with some convoluted way as to why you didn't know you were related, but here we are and you have feelings for us.
I don't even know if
I lost track.
I don't even know if you had feelings.
I lost track because there's so many stupid plot twists of like dun 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 dun, and I'm just like, I don't just bang the ladies. Just be like, this is like your lover that you live with. You happen to bang the neighbor. You met some lady on a dating site. Oh, there's some kind of scandal between you two, and it's like, oh, that's like your half sister, or like some bullshit of like, oh, that's your lover's best friend and they're cheating and they all bang and have a lovely weird orgy relationship. I don't know why we needed 1,800 plot points of this guy being like, oh shit, you're my mom. Oh shit, wait, you're my surrogate mom. Oh wait, you're actually my aunt. Oh wait, no, you're actually my aunt's cousin's twice removed roommate.
What does that make us?
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. And it's just like, that's what it felt like. Like there's no revelation that makes it, oh, this is so forbidden. It's just like they try so hard to be like, yep, you're actually related, but like here's why it's okay in this context because of this and this, and it's like just either they're related or they're not. There you go. It's not that hard, hentai. I know we harp on, we wish like plots weren't all the same, but like this is ridiculous. This is like Game of Thrones level of like making character charts and relation charts to figure out who the fuck is with who at this point and who is what to who.
Yeah.
And in the end, it doesn't fucking matter because they all have weird kinky sex anyways, so who gives a shit?
Yeah, I was expecting a third episode.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be a third episode with like the neighbor focus, but no, it was just like the two ladies.
Or at least, a three-way with
yeah.
But we didn't even get that. It's just the 2 episodes of weird, like
one is like weird BDSM sex and like a dungeon somehow somewhere, no idea where. And
they went to a hotel.
Okay, they went to like a love hotel, and then the second one they're like in a cabin, also having weird kinky sex with weird sex machines. There
wasn't.
There was.
No, it was just a chair, a swinging.
Yeah, it was like a swinging chair, but like, who the fuck has that in a cabin? It's very clearly designed for fucking. Like, you had to like go to the hardware store and get rope and screws and a drill and like install this shit.
Yeah, but that wasn't a sex swing. That was just literally just a swinging chair.
Why is it in the middle of the fucking room?
Who the fuck knows?
God damn it, hentai! Think of this shit.
No. But the weird thing about that scene was like
he also shoves like
her boobs right through.
Yeah,
like,
right through her boobs through the chair. Okay, and then there's also a scene where he just like shoves beer bottles up her ass in her snatch, and it's just like, why?
I don't know. But yeah, like we all seen the incest where he's doing both his biological mom and aunt.
And the aunt.
And those stories actually make sense.
Yeah.
Those stories make
sense.
I
still maintain, what one is it? Lover-in-Law, I think, is like one of my favorites because it like makes sense how they get to the end. Mm-hmm. Or no, maybe it's not Lover-in-Law. It's the one where he like seduces her over the phone at first, so they like have kinky phone sex.
Oh, Taboo Charming.
Yeah, Mother. Taboo Charming Mother. Thank you. Like that one is this like eventually like it makes sense what's happening, and like it's a believable story, quote unquote. You know, it's obviously not, but in the world, it makes sense how they get to the end point of just giving into carnal desires and like no one cares and. You know, the shit that happens. Like, that makes sense. That sets stepping stones. This is just like, hi, I'm living with you. Oh, you're going off to work. Oh, email, accept. Oh, bang. Oh, neighbor's horny, so let's do that. It's just like, there's nothing. I have no reason to care about this stupid twist of, like, actually, I'm your mother. Like, there's just no reason to care.
Yeah, so I kind of wish, I wish there was a third episode just to see the 3P of the twins, or not twins, but the sisters.
Yeah, the sisters.
But there wasn't, and we were left with shit.
Yeah, we were left with nothing.
Shit in our hands.
At least the sex scenes were okay for the most part. The weird shit kind of took me out of it when he did like the beer bottles and shit. I was just like that's someone's fetish, I guess, but I don't understand it. It's kind of weird.
They could have had the same impact with one of those syringe type thing. You could have the same impact of that.
The only thing I'll say is at least it wasn't another enema.
Yeah, right. So as far as this one goes, I looked it up because the art director looked familiar. If you're familiar with Akaba Girls, that's the same person. That one, however, is a lot better than this shit.
Oh, God, yeah. How they have fallen from grace. Or was this first and then that was after? I don't know.
But as far as this one goes, if you can get past the cha-chung moments.
The weird zoom in on his face when he has these revelation moments that are just so stupid.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the sex scenes were pretty good. There was a lot of some where there was not much consistency as far as I can't remember what episode it was, but he was doing anal, but it looks like he's doing, vaginal sex.
Yeah.
But it's like, wait, but that's in her ass, and why is he's doing her ass, but it looks like that, and sometimes some of that. But anyway, I'm rambling.
There's just some weird choices in this one. I'm not going to say avoid it. I'm also not going to say go out of your way to watch it. So,
did we do the bitch now anyway, Sama?
Let's look.
Did we do the first 2 episodes? This is the one where the brother did his sister and everybody anal. Did we do that one? Because the 3rd episode just dropped, and I can't remember if we did the first 2.
Oh, hold on. Did it drop on the main website?
Yeah.
I don't think we did. Doesn't. Oh yeah, we did, and we're like, this animation is garbage.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure we did. It might not be on the list yet. I have to go through and do that. Oh, actually, no, we haven't. Okay. Oh, I think the reason we didn't do it is because it's by Queen Bee, and we're like, we don't want to fucking do this anymore because the animation's garbage.
All right, never mind. I could have swore we did the first 2 episodes.
Yeah, it rings a bell. Like I said, I'll update the list when I head on home. So.
Well, all right, never mind. Because I was about to talk about inconsistencies and what the animators don't know. I don't think they witness what sex is.
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, I was like, because there's like some positions like how
there's
like
some
like gravity should be taking place right now, but it doesn't.
But it's not.
So I was going to talk about that, but honestly,
we can talk about that some other time.
But honestly, anyway. But again, I'm rambling once again. Mm-hmm. So that being said, that is our episode of today. Thanks for listening. As always, for those who are still listening, until next time, I am Jarrett.
I'm Matt.
See you later. Right on.
Hell yeah.